Growing old is both a gift and a challenge. Each wrinkle carries a story, each gray hair a memory. But behind the wisdom and strength of age, many elders silently ask a painful question: what will happen to me if I have no one to care for me? It is not just a practical concern, it is an emotional one. The thought of facing illness, loneliness, or emergencies without the support of family can bring fear. Yet the truth is, seniors can absolutely live safe, dignified, and meaningful lives even without immediate caregivers. With preparation, wisdom, and the right steps, independence and peace are possible. Let's dive into 5 proven ways elders can stay safe and protect their future. 1. Build a strong support network through friends, neighbors, and community programs. One of the greatest fears of elders who live alone is isolation. When there is no spouse, no children nearby, or no close family, it is easy to feel abandoned. But being alone does not have to mean being lonely. Support networks can be built outside of family ties. Start by looking at your circle of friends, neighbors, and community members. Sometimes a kind neighbor who checks in once a day is more reliable than distant relatives. Knocking on someone's door, sharing a cup of tea, or even exchanging phone numbers for emergencies can make a world of difference. Many communities have senior programs specifically designed to connect people. Senior centers, local councils on aging, volunteer groups, and faith-based organizations often offer home visits, meals, rides to appointments, and companionship. These networks can become a lifeline. Imagine Mrs. Lopez, a widow of 78. Her children live far away, and she thought she was destined to live in silence. But when she joined her neighborhood church group, she found friends who not only prayed with her but also checked on her, shared groceries, and gave her rides to the doctor. In her own words, "I thought I had no family, but I realized I could build one." The message is clear: don't wait for someone to come save you. Reach out and build your safety net. Human connection is the strongest medicine against fear. 2. Use medical alert systems and safety devices for emergencies. Technology is no longer just for the young, it has become one of the most powerful protectors for seniors living alone. Medical alert systems, wearable alarms, and smart devices can literally save lives. Consider this: slips and falls are one of the biggest risks for elders, and falling with no one around can be life-threatening. But with a simple medical alert bracelet or necklace, a single press of a button connects you to emergency services instantly. Some devices even detect falls automatically and call for help without needing to press anything. Safety doesn't stop there. Smart pill dispensers remind seniors to take medication on time. Motion sensors can alert caregivers or emergency services if unusual patterns are detected. Even a simple smartphone with speed dial numbers set up for doctors, neighbors, or emergency lines can prevent tragedy. Doctors warn that ignoring these safety devices is like locking your door but leaving the key outside. These tools are small investments that provide massive peace of mind. Picture Mr. Ahmed, age 82. He slipped in the bathroom late at night. Without his medical alert pendant, he might have been stuck for hours, or worse. Instead, one press connected him to paramedics, who arrived in minutes. His words later were simple but powerful: "That button saved my life." For elders with no immediate caregiver, technology is not a luxury, it is a necessity. It transforms fear into confidence, ensuring help is always just one touch away. 3. Stay socially connected through senior centers, clubs, or faith groups. Loneliness is not just sadness, it is a health risk. Doctors warn that isolation in elders can lead to depression, memory decline, weakened immunity, and even heart problems. Having no one to talk to can slowly steal the will to live. But there is hope. Social connection can be cultivated, and it is one of the best medicines for the soul. Senior centers often offer free or low-cost activities, art classes, exercise groups, dances, games, and outings. Clubs for hobbies, gardening, reading, walking provide both companionship and purpose. Faith communities, whether churches, mosques, temples, or spiritual groups, also give elders a sense of belonging and family. The key is participation. Elders who stay home waiting for someone to visit may remain lonely, but those who take the step to join groups, attend events, or even volunteer find new meaning. Take the example of Mrs. Patel, 75, who lost her husband and feared spending her days alone. When she joined a knitting group at her local library, she not only learned new skills but also made friends who became her second family. She describes it beautifully. "I thought I was just knitting sweaters, but I was knitting friendships." Social connection is more than entertainment, it is survival. It brings laughter, lowers stress, and reminds elders that they are not invisible. Ethio Superscripto 4. Plan financially and legally with wills, trusts, and power of attorney. One of the harshest realities of aging without caregivers is vulnerability, and not just physically, but financially. Without proper planning, seniors may face exploitation, poor healthcare decisions, or loss of property. Financial and legal planning is one of the most powerful shields against these risks. Creating a will ensures that your assets are distributed according to your wishes, not left to chance. Setting up a trust can protect property and money from mismanagement. Naming a power of attorney gives someone you trust the ability to make financial and medical decisions if you cannot. Even if you don't have family, you can choose a close friend, a lawyer, or even a trusted community advocate to handle your affairs. What matters most is that the decision is yours and not left in the hands of strangers. Think of Mr. Thompson, who lived alone at 81. He had no children and no surviving siblings. But because he prepared early, creating a will, setting aside savings, and choosing a neighbor as his medical proxy, he lived with dignity and control until his last day. His message to others was simple: "Planning gave me freedom. I was never at the mercy of anyone." Doctors and experts stress that the time to plan is now, not later. Legal and financial clarity prevents confusion, protects your independence, and ensures your voice is heard even if you cannot speak for yourself. As I diaresis sedilla. 5. Prioritize health through regular checkups, exercise, and home safety improvements. Health is the foundation of independence. Without it, even the best plans fall apart. Seniors without caregivers must be especially proactive about protecting their health because prevention is the strongest medicine. Regular checkups with doctors ensure that problems are caught early, when they are still treatable. Skipping appointments may feel harmless, but it can allow silent conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, or cancer to grow unnoticed. Exercise, even gentle activities like walking, stretching, or chair yoga, strengthens the body and reduces the risk of falls. Nutrition: balanced meals with enough protein, vitamins, and water keeps energy and immunity strong. Home safety is just as important. Doctors warn that most senior injuries happen inside the house. Simple improvements like grab bars in bathrooms, removing loose rugs, adding brighter lights, and keeping frequently used items within reach can prevent accidents. Consider Miss Johnson, age 79, who lives alone with no family nearby. She invested in small home safety upgrades as non-slip mats, a stair rail, and improved lighting and started a daily walking routine. "Today," she says, "I don't feel fragile anymore. I feel prepared." Health is not about perfection, it's about maintenance. Caring for your body is a gift you give yourself, especially when you have no one else to depend on. Closing thoughts. Elders without caregivers may feel forgotten, but they are not powerless. The key to safety and happiness is preparation. Build support networks. Use technology. Stay socially engaged. Plan legally and financially. Protect your health. As the old saying goes, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Seniors who take these 5 steps not only protect themselves but also gain peace of mind. They know they are not waiting for help, they are creating it. Aging alone does not mean aging without dignity. With the right choices, it can mean independence, freedom, and a life still filled with meaning, connection, and love.